Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Sam Chatterjee, and I am one of the Power BI enthusiasts. So today we will be looking upon the data modeling on IELTS test tables. IELTS, which is an international English language testing system, is recently shown that they have earned 3.5 trillion US dollars, which is more than any company in this world. The simple test, which began with listening, writing, reading, and speaking, has finally shown up their mettle as the people all over the world have taken these tests. The two primary stakeholders are basically the British Council, which is UK government, and IDP, which is in Australia, have recently revealed in the 2016 test data, which we can access through their website in here. So what we can do is simply copy this website, and we can go to the data connector from the get data, and we simply press the web, and here we get the data connector point, and we just paste it and we'll press the OK to get our things done, as I've already done for it. So I get my data into query editor, and finally I'm into the data modeling. But before data modeling, why we need to do the data modeling and how we can do it and what are the reasons. So if we just simply see that the reasons for which we need the data modeling is very much important, is that why we need to do the data modeling. It is because we need to mash up the data. So before understanding this, let's understand that what do I mean by this. Well, Power BI has a scenario where we need to access the data first, which we did through the website, and then we need to clean the data, which we did through the query editor, and then we need to mash up the data, which we are doing through this data modeling. That will eventually go to the explore, visualize, and share. So how we will do it? How we will achieve the data modeling? Well, we will achieve it through a simple vision board. In this vision board, we have the 2016 data in here, and in this 2016 we have two different modules that is been taken by the female test takers and the male test takers. And in this these female test takers and the male test takers have taken academic and general. But this whole scenario is for the people who are having the English as not their first language, and the same is with for this part, where we can say that the countries frequently appear. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, let's explore into the other part, that the academic and general are two different modules, but in where the female and male both genders have appeared for both these tests, but they're two different mindsets. In one mindset, if we just see the data, the countries which are basically mostly appeared, such as Afghanistan, Albania, Algeria, Andorra, Angola, Anguilla, these country citizens or any person has appeared for IELTS exam frequently through this country's banner, and the country where the countries where the English language is not their first language, such as these countries where we have Afrikaans, Akan, Albanians, Arabic, Armenian, Baluchi, Bambara, where English is not the first language is their mother tongue. But the people need to migrate for their academic or general goals, for academic, for university applications, general for their immigration purposes. So reasons for which there are two different mindsets, and we need to connect these whole data sets together. So therefore, the data should migrate from 2016 to the female and 2016 to the male, and through this the data will be connected to female for both the test patterns, and these two should be get connected, as well as the males will be connected to academic and to the general, and both will be connected. Now remember this, that we will not connect the female with academic and male with the general, as because this data is flowing in a continuous or what we can say, the data is flowing into a continuous cyclic path, into a cyclic path. That means the data is flowing from 2016 to all the way to here. Okay. Now, in order to do so, we need to connect the female test takers with the male test takers. And if we see our data set, we can check that the female are winner than the males. So the male has to report to the female test takers from here to here, which is actually gives our perspective much more clear that the data is in circular motion. So let's do it, and if we connect it just from column to the column in here, and please notice, as soon as we do it, we can see that there is a double-sided relationship thing happen. So if we just double click it, we can find that there is a cardinality of 1-to-1, and both filter direction are there, and as per the requirement it will be a 1-to-1 type of connection. So I'll simply press on OK. And similarly, we will use the column from here to this part. But as per our vision board, the data will flow from male to female. So the data in this case will actually flow from this part to this part. So in this same scenario, we will be connecting from here to here. But as soon as we do it, we can see that it is a double-sided. Now Power BI gives us the leverage or a kind of help that we can hold on to, is that it has a different cardinality of many to one and one to many. Now what are these? Well, if we simply see that there is a relationship between our the tables, where the many tables are reporting to one table, and which is called as the many to one relationships, and the one table is reporting to many table, which is one to many relationships. Therefore, we need to work on this is one to many, and results for which it has to change in one to many, and the filter should be single direction. And as soon as we do it, we can see that the Power BI helps us into one single direction. And like this, and with the schematics, I will be joining all of it. So my data modeling is done, and we are now ready to go to the next step of explore, which we will do through DAX and its functionalities. So if you like my channel, please don't forget to subscribe into it and set a reminder bell. You can search Sam BI data in YouTube to get into subscription. Thank you very much.